Hi viewers, my name is Immaculate and I am the Bureau Chief for Uganda Radio Network in Laon Sub-Region. Right now I'm hosting a candidate for the Lira City mayoral race, the only female candidate in the race. Let's welcome her and hear what she has to tell us about this journey.
My name is Awor Angweri. I'm a teacher by profession, secondary school teacher. I also studied IT at bachelor's level at Immaculate University. Married with children, of course. Actually, I'm a full mother. Currently, female workers representative Lira City, and also contesting with the mayor of Lira City. Running on independent tickets, but leaning to NRM.
Why independent?
You see, NRM primary election was so chaotic and was just this mess that we could not, handle. So some of us were blocked right from the village not to participate. Others were chased. Their names were, cancelled from the register and were not allowed to participate. So, but personally, I cannot, rally behind a candidate presented by NRM in a fraudulent way. Because one, could be this candidate has issues, like others are so corrupt, others are so incompetent, others just use money to get into those positions, So, why should I really rally behind such a person? And we don't want NRM to be identified with the wrong characters. Like they always say, NRM members are corrupt. Me, I'm not. If they're really not okay with us contesting independent, then we can leave the party. We have other political parties to join. And by the way, the Constitution of the Republic of Uganda allows independence. So if I want to know which article they quote from the Constitution, because Constitution is the supreme law. It is actually the bigger Constitution that NRM Constitution also should not conflict with. So for me, if they chase me from the party, I will also go to court and then also sue NRM. Because if they want to chase people from participating, going all independently, then they should go and amend that particular clause in the Constitution of Uganda. But otherwise, me, I'm going independent, and I am sure of a mass win again as a candidate of NRM.
So, why city mayor? Why not woman MP? Why not council?
Okay, I worked in council for the last 5 years, and I saw missing links, very many. Like in our council, there are very many missing links. The method of work is very bad. The corruption level is very high, nearly 99%, I could say. And most people think I've performed very well, but half or even 3/4 of my time was on fighting corruption, fighting left, right, center. Of course, they also fight back badly. I don't think how many times I was arrested for fighting corruption. So the corrupt will never allow you go smoothly. And one, I talk about the missing link. Two, the method of work is very bad, especially when government sends money. They always take, like, our money is always sent quarterly, but nearly they wait for the whole year and they begin the execution of works. Take example of the road rehabilitation. Government always sends money quarterly, but they keep this money until the last quarter, and always this money is misappropriated. So I feel I can strengthen leadership at the grassroots before I can leave for parliament. Initially, I had interest to go to parliament, but most people are like, where are you going to live in Lira City? How are you living in Lira City? So I feel we still have gaps that needs to be closed before we can leave or take another step, because you need to build a strong foundation if you want to achieve something. When the foundation is weak, definitely the house will crumble. So that is why I chose to be the mayor. And as a woman, I am an empowered woman, very empowered, by the way. I can perform better than these men who are saying their experience. I don't believe in their experience, because the method of the work does not show the experience in them, and the way they can mess up, work. I don't believe in them. In fact, there are 8, but I feel the 8 are nearly like myself alone. You know, men they are very reluctant in most cases. Men they are not used to work, you know. But women, most of their time they are working. Just a little time when they're sleeping, that's when a woman is not working. So if I put the whole effort that in the woman in me, then I can triple these men. So for me, I feel Lira City will be a better city if led by a mother. And it will be the best place. In fact, it will be a model city. Trust me, corruption will not be there. We shall not hear about it in my region. Selling of land fraudulently, you will not hear it. In fact, we shall have a peaceful city as a mother. That's why I chose my slogan, a city mom. In fact, we are advocating for inclusive city. Everybody, we shall not segregate. I saw a lot of segregation in terms of religion. If you're not this religion, then we shall not give you job. If you're not this, then so that does not show motherhood. You see, a mother may have 10 children, but she will treat 10 as only one kid. They will have equal share of love, equal share of peace, equal share of food, equal share of everything. So that is why I feel let me first strengthen Lira City as a mayor before I can leave for parliament. But hopefully I will be in parliament, depending on what I will do in Lira City.
Okay. Some people argue that you decided to join the city race, the mayoral city race, because of your personal fight with the current city mayor. What do you have to say about that?
No, that is not true. I don't have a fight with the city mayor. Actually, for me, I was advocating for good method of work. Because he was a team leader, people think I'm fighting him. But a woman has never fought a man. You know, even if you want to fight with him physically, you will always be defeated. So I don't want to fight with him, but I only want to come and help him do the work that has defeated him. Actually, he's defeated in almost all aspects of work in Lira City. Look at the roads, very bad. Look at the beauty of the city, very dirty city, very disorganized. There is no trade order. Everything is in a mess. In fact, I just want to request him to let me help him. He has failed. I don't hate him, I don't fight him, but I always want him to do the right thing. And he has never listened to me as a mother.
So what exactly are you going to do for Lira City once you're given that mantle to serve as the mayor?
Actually, I am asking the people of Lira City, if they give me the mantle, within the 100 days, people will see difference. The beauty will change. You know, where there is a woman, there is always that beauty, that smartness. People will look at Lira City as a very beautiful city. I will work on the roads. The roads are very bad. Then as a mother, I feel so bad seeing our street kids on the streets. They look miserable. But already I have in place an organization who are willing to put for us a rehabilitation center for youth and the street kids. Already I have that project at hand. That one I will not just look for it. It's already there. So we are looking for land where we can put a rehabilitation center for children, for youth, and then for mothers who are disadvantaged in their homes. And then we shall also look at trade order. The city is very disorganized. We need to organize the city. Another thing that I will look at is the issues of health. Much as the Minister of Health has tried, but we need to beef up certain things. We still don't have space at our health facilities. It is so congested. I am a mother, I always move there. So congested, and then the staffing up. So when there are no staff and we only have structures, then it makes no sense, because we cannot treat ourselves where there are no human beings and qualified personnel. As a workers representative, I know the gaps that exist. Actually, Lira City is running with 43% of staff. That is the staffing that we have. So it's such a huge gap that we need to fill it up. So there are a lot of things that needs to be done in Lira City. And another thing that I'm looking at is education. Actually, the entire Lao, Lira City is a city for Lao. the entire Lango education level has gone down. We need a lot of advocacy, and we need to encourage the teachers to, to try their level best and try and teach the children, much as they are disappointed. But we shall also lobby with the government to consider them, and the salary increase. The disparities is actually very bad. So if you mishandle a teacher, it means you're mishandling children and parents as well, because children are our future leaders. They are actually our inheritance. So we cannot afford to ruin them now. So we have a lot as Lira City. And then also we have mothers who are suffering. In fact, they are grappling with poverty. We need to help them. Government need to lend in a hand. We shall lobby with government so that they are given projects that will elevate their status. So if a mother is poor, definitely the society is poor. So me, I will work with women and see how we can build this town and see how we can build our country. If women rise up, everything will be well for Uganda. In fact, I feel women must take up all these leadership positions so that we rebuild our country, which has been eaten up by corruption. I don't think women can be corrupt. If we were corrupt before, even we wouldn't raise a single child in this country.
You have been in council for the last 4 years. This is now the 5th year ending. Why didn't you do some of the things then?
When you are working under a leadership, it means you don't have the whole voice to do those things. And by the way, if I was not to contest as a mayor, I was not willing to contest as a honorable councillor. I rather stay at home and do other things other than sitting in an office where you have not achieved anything. They say you must inspire before you expire. So if people are not seeing anything good about, in fact, I love it in other states, people resign. If you're not doing anything, you feel you have not done enough for your people, you leave the office for somebody who can take it. So for me, I feel my voice was actually, shattered by these ones who are the mayor. So I cannot sit in this kind of mess and then pretend I'm a leader while my voice is not heard, while my advocacy is dying, is actually dying a natural death. So I cannot keep the struggle while I am not being heard so much to do this. By the way, I count all these successes that you see around in Lira City to myself. There was a time when I seek council, to bring an ordinance on street kids, the pool and the post factor. That triggered the council to bring 3 ordinances at the same time. So I count it to myself, including the mayor's garden, which has been messed up. I wrote to my mayor, said, this place doesn't look right, good. Why don't we beautify it? At the end of the day, they ended up putting a lot of money, which I don't know how many years we shall need to recover the money. So all these things I was advocating for it. Much as they don't want me to own it, they want to own it to themselves, but I'm the one who brought everything nearly in council. So for me, I count the successes we made in the few years to myself. Even recovering the lands which were given out fraudulently. I organized a demonstration. I don't know how many times I was arrested fighting for these lands, and I am grateful that we recovered most of them. But the one thing that is annoying me is we don't know where they have put the land titles. Either we still with anti-corruption, because it never came back to council, and then they have never presented to council, this is what we have recovered. But most of those lands have been brought back, including the mayor's garden and the tipper stage, where there were grievances. And these same people who sold this land fraudulently are actually seeking to come back again and sell what we have recovered. That one I will not accept. I will not accept. In fact, I cannot allow. So let them wait when I reorganize the city, when we set the inventory for our land, when we do everything, when the city is properly planned by a woman, then they can come back, because they will not mess up what I've already set. I will set a full system running.
So you believe it's only women who can set Lira City to the standard that you think is good?
Yes, because how many years have they been in leadership, the men? I think since this city was created, we had only one lady, that is Silfuraza Paul, who came in after the death of a mayor. So she just acted in that position. She did not contest as a full mayor as I'm doing.
And that was when it was still a municipality?
Yeah, it was still a municipality. But now it is a city. So I will be on record. I will be the first female mayor of Lira City. And I will, even if they don't want to vote, I already have that record. I am the first to contest as a mayor in Lira City. In fact, as in Lango. So this is Langis are very good at making records. I want to encourage them that the first president came from Lao of Uganda after independence. Now the first mayor will come from Lao sub-region. And Lira will be a model city. People will get to know women are good leaders. They're not only for cooking or doing and giving back. But when you put us in leadership, we shall show the world that we are good leaders.
So yesterday someone was arguing about the very reason you have mentioned now, being the first female candidate or being the first female mayor of the city. Some people were arguing that is actually what is driving you. You only want to have that in your CV, that you are the first female candidate to contest to be the mayor for Lira City, not actually everything that you're talking about that you want to do for the city.
No,
what do you have to say?
That is a very shallow reasoning. What has it got to do with my CV? My interest is working for the people. Yeah, the CV can be there, but it doesn't help me. You see, I am so passionate when I work for others. I actually want to give it. Sometimes I'm punished when I'm trying to rescue somebody. It is in my heart. It is inbuilt. And let them try me. They will see what I am made of. They will not know, okay, this one didn't want to build a CV. If I want to build my CV, then I can continue with my education and get a doctorate degree. That is what we call building a CV. But this one is about work. It's not about building a CV. And by the way, I am not happy with how this city is being handled. One of the things that made me pick the form was a disappointment, not any way an encouragement of what people were doing in Lira City. I was disappointed with everything. So people should not take me for granted. I am here to deliver, not to waste time.
Okay, talking about the city, we have these two great daughters of Lao that are also contesting for the same position. They all want to be the woman representative in parliament. What do you think about their current contests, the rift between the two, and how both of them are handling the whole situation?
Actually, they are also a disappointment to Lao. They are a disgrace. Because one of them, the Minister of Gender, had already dominated the men's constituency. So this is one thing that people always say, women always fight themselves. So I don't want it to be like women always like fighting a fellow woman. In fact, I want to encourage the women of Lira City this time to show the world that the women of Lao are not the same as women in other regions by voting a woman. I am disappointed by their actions. Why one is following another. They are both ministers and they are my sisters. So I love them when they're serving in different constituencies. So why are they fighting for one? Or why they think that we don't have women in Lao? They are the only two. That I want to tell the world, we have very many competent women in Lao who can contest in that position. But because we respect them, but they are not respecting us. And two, they are actually discouraging ladies from joining politics, the young ladies. In fact, I want to tell the world this is the most unfortunate thing that has ever happened to Lao. These young ones are already scared. How can I manage politics when two ministers are fighting and they are dishing money like nothing? We don't know where those monies they got them from. Even government needs to tell us accountability where these women are getting money from. And the worst thing, the insult. You know, a woman insulting a fellow woman. They even don't have a gender for us. We even don't know what their genders are made of. This so and so is insulting this one is. So what can young girls learn from this? In fact, for me, I grew up admiring Atat Cecilia Awor. When she speaks in parliament, I say, wow, I want to be like this lady. And I will still be like her. I want to carry that character of a mat to Lira City and definitely to Parliament of Uganda. Even when I want to be a president, I will contest. So we need to show good example to young ones. We don't need to discourage them. In fact, I'm disappointed in their actions. I'm disappointed.
So how do you think we can handle this whole situation?
No, the Wananchi will sort them out. Yes. For me, I believe the Langis are watching. Our people are watching and they will take appropriate action. For me, I don't have grievance with any of them. In fact, whoever has been brought by the Wananchi, I will welcome as a mayor, because for me what I'm advocating for is unity and peace. You don't know the rift that contest has created in Lira City. For me, I am ready to embrace any of them because I know one will definitely lose the position. So we shall remain with one. So that's why I am very neutral commenting on that, but I'm disappointed in what they did.
Paint a picture for us, having a city mayor, a woman, then having a woman MP, then possibly having another woman in a Route North or a Route South. How will Lira generally look like?
It will look very beautiful. I told you from the start that women love to work. And then too, they love beauty. So even if, in fact, I would encourage women to pick forms and contest with men. You never know, we could take all the constituencies and everything will be like, every constituency, a woman will be there. And the people will come to benchmark in Laos. I want to encourage our women. Don't fear these men. They are also human beings like us. Except maybe a few things that we don't have. Even them, they don't have what we have. You tell me which man has a breast. So for us, the women are self-contained. We have food, we have everything. If we move, we can breastfeed a child. When you have a woman in a position of leadership, then you're sure of what you're sure of the next output. That will be good. So actually, men, they should style up, because we are not contented by how they do things. Personally, I'm not contented, because men have decided to be these malingaras. They just want to go to bars, when they are supposed to be doing serious work, they are boozing. Or when they're supposed to be doing serious work, some lady is keeping them aside, not doing work. So for me, I will not waste a single time, because first of all, I am married. I'm not looking for anybody. Even I have children. So I am here to work, not do anything. So I want to encourage women. Let's get into this men's consequences and challenge them. And the good thing, we have the population of Uganda, nearly 50+% are women. So, and then the most people who vote are the women. So these men want us to vote for them. Well, for them, they are not there. How do you vote for people who are not there? Why don't they vote for themselves if they think they're strong? So women, you get up, vote for a fellow woman. We shall take this country. And next time, I want to see a woman. In fact, I'm disappointed when women did not pick forms to contest. I didn't know. I thought unapologetic would pick a form. But unfortunately, again, he's not on the ballot. So next time, women, we in fact want to have about 4 or 5 women contesting in the race of president.
Why are you talking about unapologetic? I thought you were NRM and you would actually rally for President Museveni.
That is not true. Before I am NRM, I was born in Laos. So if something is for Laos, I will start from there before we can go to the national perspective. So if Akena was there, you cannot leave a dead person in your house, then go bury for another person. You better sort out your dead body before you can, get out. So for us, we are waiting for Anabojima Akena to come on board, so that we are also proud. Actually, if I may remember, Akena would have been the first Lango again to be in ballot after his father, because Mama Miria is our wife. He's actually not from here, so we don't say she was a Lango. No, Akena missed this opportunity. He was going to be the first after his father, but now that he has missed, I think the first will be a woman from Lango, and trust me, I'll do it. Even if I move all over the 10 districts of Lango, gather me money, even if they want the nomination fee to be 50 million, the Langese get ready. You will contribute for Honorable Sarah to go and contest as the president of this country. We shall not relent.
So how does that make you feel, knowing that the person you had hoped to vote for president is not in the ballot?
Now, we have no option but now to get somebody who can, keep us moving. And that is now President Museveni. Actually, you see, you cannot forget where you're coming from. For you to go far, you must not forget where you're coming from. So now that we don't have anybody from here, then hopefully we shall vote for President Museveni, because he has been here. We have known him for all these years, and he has tried to steer the country, and we want to appreciate him. In fact, I want to encourage all Ugandans, let's vote for President Museveni, and then for me, I will consider it a bonus, term. We need to give him that bonus, that appreciation. He is an old man with a heart. We love him. We say, Tova Mukubo, stay on the road, we need you there. As a women, we are actually happy and humbled because we empowered the women. We are not the same as those women of those days. We are now leaders. We are now everywhere. We are now, technocrats. So we want to appreciate Muzei. It's part of the whatever we are securing, the benefits. Yes. So they cannot say after 40 years he has done nothing. That is an insult. Now, why did we keep you for 40 years if they're saying there's nothing to secure? No. For me, I want to disagree with those ones who are saying we have nothing. At least we have something. So we shall give you from Lango, this one I must say, and for all the women of Lango, let's give Muse a bonus term.
Okay. Maybe your final message to the viewers out there.
To the viewers out there, for me, I love leadership from my heart. And I would encourage them to vote for me. Vote for a mother. My slogan is City Mom. Me, I will treat everybody equally. And to our other leaders, let's try to have our voters at heart, not our selfish interest. It will destroy our political career. And we must also embrace mentorship. We must mentor youth so that the day they don't see us, we have some people to pick up from where we left it. I am grateful. To the ladies, to the women of Lango, I love you all. Let's stand together and we take this. It is for our benefit and our pride. We shall kneel down to President and lobby for everything to come to Lira City. And the city will be a model city. Thank you.